In relation to the magnitude of the mountain pine beetle epidemic in British Columbia, this map depicts the province and the area of infestation. The gray coloring you see indicates where the beetle epidemic is. We see the Canadian-US border down here, Cranbrook, Kelowna, Carameus, and we work our way up north through the southern interior, up into the Caribou, Chilcotin country. And this is where we run out of pine as our coastal species starts over here. And right up around to the Smithers, Terrace Hazeltons, north up of Babine Lake. And we come around here to Williston Lake, down the Rocky Mountains. The beetles are across the Rockies into the Peace and over into Alberta. And then we come down the Rocky Mountains and you see them again all through the pine between McBride and Valemont, and heading down along the Kootenays. We're battling them in spread control with our friends in Alberta and Parks Canada as well. So specifically to the southern interior area, those areas that are south of 100 Mile House, you're not seeing a lot of gray right now on the map. But keep in mind the gray depicts 50% kill or more. So it's a matter of time, and you know, the same prediction for the southern interior applies, is that for those mature pine stands, by the year 2013, 72% of them will be killed. So we're still, 4 or 5 years away from the peak in the Okanagan. We're still 4 or 5 years away from the peak in the Kootenays. We're probably only a year or two away in the Merritt and Princeton. The Kamloops area has probably been pretty close to peaking now, maybe another year. So depending where you are in that very diverse, vast geography, there will be different times of the peak compared to the Prince George and Quesnels that are already peaked. So we've talked about the vastness of the area of the epidemic, but the good news is that there are pine stands that are surviving. So 18% of our mature pine will survive the epidemic. Mother Nature never kills everything. There's always something left for seed. So about 18% of the mature pine forest will survive the epidemic. And all these yellow areas you see here are new forests where trees have been planted in harvesting blocks and are too young for the pine beetle, less than 25 years old, that will also survive it, which gives us a leg up on getting the pine back. Important to remember that trees do grow is the good news. So this gap we're looking at in timber supply is a 30 or 40 year gap. And then these younger pine stands will become commercial and online to us once again. So there's no doubt British Columbia is experiencing the largest mountain pine beetle epidemic in the recorded history of the world. Now, is that a crisis or is it a huge opportunity? We say that necessity is the mother of invention, and perhaps the mountain pine beetle epidemic in British Columbia is that springboard we can all use to look for opportunities. We've been spoiled with a wealth of natural resources in this province. Commodity lumber has certainly been a successful industry in British Columbia, but now we're starting to look at what can we do with the dead wood, and organizations like your Beetle Action Coalition and the provincial government and the forest industry are working together at the community level to look for alternate uses of the dead wood, be they lignums, cogeneration, heating new subdivisions with heat generated from cogeneration plants producing electricity with environmentally friendly products. The whole market of Kyoto credits hasn't been established in North America and is a huge opportunity for us. So work with your local Beetle Action coalitions, contact your municipalities. There's some great information both on this website and that of the provincial governments. So it's an exciting time. I think we're on the brink of some completely new shifts in areas in the forest sector in this province, and I wish everyone the best in dealing with them. Thank you.